Okay, caller 1 wins courtside seats to tonight's game.
What? I won floor seats?
You did.
I've been calling for 13 months.
Wait, Chris?
Yes, I finally did it.
What are you gonna wear?
Men's Warehouse. They've got today's looks for any occasion, and I need to look like a celebrity.
Don't want to stick out.
Exactly. They've got Chill Flex by Kenneth Cole, Joseph Abood, and a tailor at every store for the perfect fit.
Congrats. You can stop calling now.
Not a chance.
Get any look for every occasion at Men's Warehouse. Love the way you look.
It's Deprogram, the podcast where we try to get you into a band. That's right. We've done all the work for you. All you have to do is sit back and listen. Push play, if you will. And today we're talking about Bauhaus. And I want to say, first things first. Gavin, you put them up on the board. And I'm excited because of all the bands that we've done, I didn't think that this panel was going to come together, and I didn't think it would take this band to get this panel together. So I'm really excited to see how you two gel. So Gavin, talk to me about Bauhaus and why did we need to do Bauhaus today?
I always say this to you, Justin, because I'm such a kid of the 80s. And, Fredo and I have a lot in common in that way. I'm always so pumped by what he reps, he loves Adam and the Ants, and he was into that Waitresses episode. And I think we're probably the same age. But, you come to a lot of this stuff as an adult. I can't imagine coming to Bauhaus as an adult. I don't know what that would be like. To me, I think it was important. I came to them as a 15-year-old boy, Mm-hmm. I just thought that I couldn't, when I first kind of was exposed to them, their whole, they were such a package. Their whole design element was exciting, and all their song titles and the way that they looked, and they were like a world into themselves. They were romantic and literate and strange and educated, but dark, and they just really captured my imagination as a boy. And they continue to do that in my 50s. I've never gotten, the spell's never been broken for me. Yeah.
Well, you love to hear it. That's, the spell is broken. What a way to put it. So that brings us to our other panelists today. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that this is Fredo's 50th episode of Deprogrammed. We will talk more about that for sure on After the Fact, but I did want to say that on air. This is number 50, Fredo.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Why Bauhaus?
Oh, before I go to why Bauhaus, I want to say thank you, Gavin. Thank you for being somebody my age.
I know.
Or close to it, and understanding when I say what it's like to come about this music as you're growing up and not as an adult.
Yeah.
When you talk about goth music, depending on who you are, there are two names that come up as to who really invented goth, or where goth was the birth. Joy Division's Love Will Tear Us Apart, and Bauhaus is Bela Lugosi's Dead. Depending on who, those are the two that go back and forth. But Bauhaus, there was nothing like them when they came out. I mean, you want to talk about dark, mysterious, for a guy who grew up on Universal monsters, watching, Frankenstein and Dracula and the Wolfman, to hear a song when it first came out, Bela Lugosi's Dead, that referenced an actor that I knew from a genre of movies that I loved, and it just the imagery was just there. I mean, and it's funny because throughout my life, Bauhaus has come in and out, in and out. Partially because of them, partially because in the '90s, Peter Murphy, the lead singer, got into a solo career, and he has one of the most incredible voices, which just sounds more mature on his solo stuff, you know. But he was there. Then when I got to see them when they did their the reunion tour, and they opened up for Nine Inch Nails.
Yeah.
Where when they came back, Peter Murphy, Bauhaus was doing Bela Lugosi's Dead at Coachella, and Peter Murphy hung upside down like a bat for the full 15 minutes. And it's just like, wow, you know? But a lot of people don't know that I really got into goth growing up. You know, you hear about the metal and the rap and the new wave and the punk, but you never hear about how much I got into goth. And I'm actually having a kind of goth renaissance this year. Because I'm gonna go see Sisters of Mercy next week.
Nice.
I'm gonna see Ministry when they open up for Alice Cooper and who else is Alice Cooper playing with? Can't remember. But Ministry's opening up for him. I'm gonna see The Cure, and then I'm gonna top it off with Depeche Mode.
That's excellent.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a nice goth. And if Susie would make her way over here, oh my God.
Yeah, she's playing again.
Yeah, I know. She did you see pictures of her?
Yeah, she looks great.
Oh my God, I'm so in love with Susie.
Fredo, do you remember, like, I never heard, I don't think I ever heard that term goth, you know, at least not maybe till the very late 80s or early 90s. Like, we called that music death rock in California.
Oh, did you? No, we called it. I don't think it had a name until like maybe the mid '80s or later '80s is when it was called goth. We just called it dark.
Yeah,
dark and it was just such a unique sound. Well, I mean, you know, the late '70s and the early '80s gave us so many different types of unique sounds, and Bauhaus was definitely one of them.
And all those bands you just named are totally different under that banner of goth, right?
Yeah,
those are
exactly.
All unique, interesting bands in their own right, you know?
100%.
So Bauhaus for me is one of those bands that has kind of been circling in my periph like forever. You know, like it's one of those bands. It's not one of those bands that you know, I was not excited to listen to because you got to listen to Bauhaus, Justin. It was never that, but it was like a name that would come up in conversation, kind of like in passing. You know, I know even most recently, Gavin and I were talking about, you know, how Billy Corgan is a Bauhaus fan, and I was
surprise me.
And I was saying how Mark Hoppus of Blink-182 is a Bauhaus fan. Like,
that surprises me.
I mean, but to your point, like goth, man, like the music was, you know, kind of moody, very gothic, you know, was very much the thing I got pretty much from the jump. And I was like, oh, okay. So this is what's up. But other than that, you know, I don't think I'd ever heard a Bauhaus tune before doing this.
You didn't hear Bela Lugosi's Dead?
I don't think. I mean, if I did, it didn't ring a bell when I heard it, you know, in the playlist. Okay. So, you know, somehow I managed to, you know, get through 42 years of my life without hearing it. So, you guys have exposed me to something new today.
How do you think of it?
I like it, man. I like it a lot. So, I mean, it isn't it's not a band that's gonna, invade my playlist. It's not a band I'm gonna listen to like all the time, but this is definitely something that I dig. That's something that's gonna pop up. I'll probably pop a couple songs into some playlists, and I'm trying to get so far ahead so I can have time to like listen to things just for enjoyment. So
Right.
maybe a couple of these songs will find their way in, but that's not why we're here. We'll get more into that, in the song portion. But this isn't we sliced off a good portion of the discography, right, Gavin? You kind of
Yeah.
So tell me like how you decided to frame it up, and then walk me through like how you picked your 20. Like, what was your process?
So I really just looked at what was on Spotify, right? And to me, Bauhaus is those first four records that they did right in a row, 4 years in a row, 80, 81, 82, 83, bam. But then they had so many great singles. There's a lot of stuff that wasn't on Spotify that's really amazing, like a lot of their B-sides and weird, just kind of off compilations or whatever. But I looked at what was on there. I hope you liked the list, Fredo. I just
I
put
loved
together
it.
cool.
I
just
loved it.
Right on. I tried to put together what I thought was the best of the singles from that era. Putting together my list, I got my first 18 in like 3 minutes. I just looked at the list, went down it, put a check mark next to my favorites, and I had 18 songs. Getting those last two slots, I was still working on it today. I couldn't do it. It was like there was so much. I was like kept flipping and like, am I trying for album representation, and or maybe we should show them that they can do a side of this or a side of that, or it was really a struggle for those last two slots.
So, I know there's usually a method to your madness, Fredo. Does that continue here, or did you kind of stray and try something new?
I was going with it, and then I realized while I was listening to the first album. Now, mind you, again, I haven't did a deep dive into Bauhaus in, I don't know, 25 years. But I used to really, really be into them. So as I'm listening to it, I had to stop myself on certain albums to make sure that I had a good representation of everything. And I ended up leaving off a couple off the first album, because I went heavy on the third album.
Nice.
Yeah, the Sky's Gone Out is such an amazing album.
My favorite.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you know how I do it. I pretty much listen to I kind of the same way Gavin does. Like I can do a quick look and say, okay, these are definitely make it, and then hear the albums to kind of kickstart my brain to fill it out. But this one was probably a little more difficult than I thought it was going to be, because there's just so much I had forgotten.
That's something I don't hear a lot from you. Usually, I mean, I don't think I've ever heard you actually say it's easy, but I know for a fact I've never heard you say this was kind of difficult.
Yeah, well, I mean, well, you're old enough now to understand this, that you go through phases in your life of music. And there's music that you might have liked when you were younger that you probably still like today, but, that was part of when you were younger. Now, imagine, and I don't know if you even listen to them anymore, but let's say ICP.
Yeah.
Let's say, it's been, and I know you were a big ICP fan. Let's say it's been, you find yourself not listening to them as much these days because you've matured, you've grown up, you've gotten into different things. And then all of a sudden it's been 15 years, 20 years since you listened to them. And then you did a deep dive on all of their early stuff. I mean, you'd be like, "Oh shit, I forgot that. Oh my god, oh this is so good," and you know, and then all of a sudden, and again, in your case, and Gavin can understand this, you're tying the music not as a complete catalog. You're tying the music as something that came out while you were growing up, and so you can attach some of this music to memories, you know.
Yeah.
And there's no complete catalog like when Bauhaus put out Mask, you didn't have everything after that,
Right.
you know. And that's always a different lens when you're looking at it, because like Dr. Tim, when him and I did the Monkeys,
Mm-hmm.
it was, you tied it to these memories that you had, you know. And I say that all the time when I end up, you know, doing the panel with the Young Bucks.
So I'm glad you know, some of the things that you guys are saying, like The Sky's Gone Out, I definitely found that was the album I was drawn to. I liked a lot of the stuff before, and you know, I liked the stuff after. I really dug like the singles Gavin picked out, but as a complete album, Sky's Gone Out was the one I was like, I locked in on. You know, I don't know where my chopping went. Like I don't know how, like looking at it, I can't tell what's from what. So I don't know like how the representation shakes out, but I know I had a good portion of that record on my first pass for sure. So I feel like I was kind of in the same place.
You don't put the albums next to the singles?
No. Like when I transfer it from my phone to the to paper, I just write the name of the song. So yeah. But you know, there we are. You know, I don't have a good feel here, so I'm kind of, you know, I'm kind of curious. Like, let's do this next level. What do you think, Gavin, for the final say? How many do you think we get through unanimous?
Well, I'm a positive person, much like Fredo, and so you're always the wild card, Justin. And coming to a Bauhaus list like this, I have no clue like what you're gonna do, but I'm gonna shoot the moon. I'm gonna say I think a lot of their songs stand out. I think we're gonna get 7.
Ooh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I like it. Swing for the fences, man. I dig it. What do you think? What do you think, Fredo?
Ooh.
Do you undercut or do you overdo it?
Oh no. I'm undercutting mainly because I don't know Gavin.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, you know, we haven't done a panel. And like he said, you're a wild card. So I mean, who the hell knows, you know, what you have on your list? So I'm gonna go with. I think I'm gonna go with 4.
Ooh. Okay.
I think 4 is a good number.
Oh, okay. Well, anything less than 4 seems like way too little, and anything more than 7 seems like way too much. So I got to do. You know what? It's the first time it's been open in a while. I'm gonna take the good old standby right in the middle, number 5.
Nice.
Can't go wrong with 5.
Five can get it done. So we are going to take a quick pause, and when we come back, we're going to play the game. Jack, it's deprogrammed. Kickstart your road to fitness with the Hard Work Works fitness app. For all ability levels, full gym, no problem. What's included? Over 200 workout plans available for every situation, from a full gym to no equipment at all. Nutrition guide to help you stay on track, and all of this is only $10 a month. There's a special offer for Deprogram listeners. Use promo code STUPID and get your first month free. The Hard Work Works fitness app. Decide, commit, succeed, and join the hustle today. And with that, the name of the game is Deprogrammed. The 3 of us have come through a selection of the Bauhaus discography and plucked out 20 songs that we're now going to mash together in an attempt to create a top 10 starter kit for you, in case, like me, you have never given Bauhaus the time of day. And how dare you? I feel like there's a lot of places I can go for starters. All right. This name got brought up. There's zero chance Fredo doesn't have it. So, big spoilers. Might as well go here first. Bela Lugosi's dead.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Where it all started.
That's exactly.
Fredo, they wrote that at their first practice in like 20
Did they?
minutes. Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's so awesome.
Yeah. Have you seen The Hunger, the movie with Bowie?
Yep.
Yeah, they play that, that movie. It's really cool.
One of the memories I have with that song is I went to a goth club in Philadelphia. It was called the Vampire Club.
Ah.
And walking in there, to hear that song playing, and I'm looking at all the goths. And the one thing about me is I never dress like a goth.
Right.
I'm walking in there, I'm a colorful guy with all this color on, and people are looking at me the way they would look at a goth person who walks into a regular club.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I just like, and my friend David Lugo, who's the one who lived in Philly, who took us there, he's like, I told you should have worn something else. And I'm just like, oh, what the hell? I didn't.
That sounds perfect.
All right. One in the books.
Mm-hmm.
That felt like a softball, so might as well take it first. All right. Gavin, where do you want to go?
Well, since nobody really mentioned this record, I'm going to go to the second record, Mask, which is a record that really has grown on me, Fredo. Like, I wasn't really that. It was probably the record I knew least when I was a kid, but I really like it now. You guys have Kick in the Eye.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I do.
Nice.
Yes. That's a great song, too.
It is.
I love that bass line to it.
Yes. I remember reading like an interview really early, and one of them said that the kick in the eye was described by a Buddhist monk. Like when you reach enlightenment, it feels like you just get like kicked in the eye. And that's why they wrote that song. It's so great.
Wow.
What's funny about this one specifically is like it sounds like somewhere in between disco and new wave.
Yeah.
Well, that would make sense. I mean, when you look at, the time.
Yeah.
That's a good point, Justin.
But I loved it. I loved that the subject matter is like it still gave me that overall gothy feeling that I was looking for by the time I'm making my cuts. So that's why it's starting for me.
They're like they got some glam in them, right, Fredo?
Yeah.
They're kind of like like a dark glam band.
Yeah, but if you look at if you look at goth music, it has elements of glam to it because while glam was colorful, but it was also makeup. A lot of the goth had the dark eyeliners and blonde kids would dye their hair jet black and paint their nails and all that kind of stuff. So it had that element of a little bit of the the androgyny also of glam.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And they cared about style and drama and aesthetics and presentation and like now all the bands just look like your neighbor in some dumpy sweater, Like I don't want to go see my neighbor. I want to go fantasize about, something. I want to be in his feet and like there was a lot of showmanship. I just talked about how Peter Murphy hung upside down like a bat. Yeah.
While they sang Bela Lugosi's dead, and he used to do that back in the day. But there was a lot of showmanship. You can see some of maybe some Bowie showmanship from like his Ziggy days.
For sure.
in those first few albums.
Yes.
All right. No pressure, Fredo, but 2 for 2
No.
so far.
I know, and I'm gonna go with, you know what? I'm gonna go with the other one that kind of pops into into what a lot of people would know. In is it? Oh, Burning from the Inside. And that's their fourth album. She's in Parties.
Yes.
Me
I
too.
love that song.
I got it too.
Nice. That's a great song, Fredo.
I know.
They were kind of a mess on that record. That was their breakup record, you know?
That's good to hear, because I think I ended up with not much from this record.
Yeah, it's a challenging record. I love it, but I have the least from that record for sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Back around.
3 for 3.
3 for 3. I feel like the pressure's officially off. But which one do I do? Let's go back to the first record. How about In the Flat Field?
Yep.
Yes.
Hey.
Good call.
That song is crazy. He's like, yeah, the lyrics of that song, he's taking you on like a mythological field trip.
Woo. Let me keep my mouth shut. But you know, I'm gonna go with them. Oh no, it's not my turn. Sorry.
Sir, it's not.
We've hit Fredo's 4. We need to really blow it now.
Yeah.
No, I said 4 or I said 5. No, you went 5.
I went 5.
No,
I went 5. So.
yeah, we're 4 for 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're 4 for 4.
Fuck.
Pressure's completely off, Gavin. Don't.
Totally off. We're gonna flip over to the singles. And, you know, Justin, you know, you guys always talk about how cover songs, right? Like how it's important to do it different or do it better or do something different. Bauhaus did great covers, and they covered early on in their career, speaking of glam bands, Fredo, they covered Telegram Sam by T-Rex. Do you guys have that?
Yes.
I think that was like one of my last cuts. Hold on. Yeah, that was one of my last cuts.
Oh,
But it's 2. It's 2.
that's a great song too.
I
It
didn't.
is. They do it really good.
I didn't know that was a cover, but I also I mean, to your point, it sounded like them, so like it definitely got through on my first pass. So
Yeah.
me cutting it had nothing to do with it being a cover. Is I guess
Yeah.
what I'm getting at.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
All right, where do you want to go,
All right.
Fredo?
I'm gonna go to the first song off the first album. If you ever wondered, you know, who was the father or the grandfather of emo, Double Dare.
Yeah, I got it.
Totally.
There we go.
Okay, Fredo, I got to tell you this really quick story about that song.
Go
I'm
ahead.
going to try to make it really quick. So, yeah, I will make it really quick. So in 85, I was 15, and I bought the comp that came out, the 79 to 83 double album comp.
Yeah.
It was really beautiful. It was all embossed with like gold lettering because, of course, all their stuff is beautiful, right?
Right.
And I was with my best friend who we'd had a long history together, and we were kind of breaking up at that point, going different ways at 15. But he's still really special to me. But anyway, at that we were in high school, and I bought that record. I didn't have any money. That record must have been an insane amount of money. That was only an import, so I probably spent whatever my whole year's allowance on it or something.
Right.
Because I really wanted to hear them. I didn't know. I couldn't understand what they would sound like. They just looked so cool. And I put it on, and the first song on that comp is Double Dare. And as soon as it starts, my friend is like, I'm out. This is ridiculous. And I was like, I was listening to it, and I was like, I'm all in. And it looks like this is the end of the road for our relationship.
You got to draw the line in the sand somewhere.
Got to draw the line somewhere. Yeah.
You were 15 in '85.
Yeah.
I was
I'm
19.
53.
Okay, yeah, I'm 56. I'll be 57.
Oh, you saw better shows than me then.
No, no, I didn't. I didn't really start going to concerts until the '90s.
Okay.
I was working when I was young.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to go to them. All the bands I've seen, like I've seen them all now. Like I got to see Bauhaus, but and I've seen Peter Murphy twice. But I would have loved to have seen Bauhaus in '83.
Oh my God. Totally. Yeah. I saw him in '97 or '98 when they did their first reunion. I saw him at the Hollywood Palladium, and it was the best show I've ever seen.
Oh wow. Wow.
Okay.
Sorry, Justin.
No worries.
That the old guys are.
We're nerding out, Justin. Nostalgia nerd out.
In the meantime, I'm thinking about where I'm going to go next. So I think I'm going to trot something out from The Sky's Gone Out here. It's kind of figure out where you guys are. In the Night.
Yep.
I don't have In the Night.
Okay.
Ooh,
Two ain't bad.
I'm just glad I've got every song that's been mentioned.
I was going to say nothing's gone in the dumpster yet, so.
Right.
All right, Gavin.
Let's go back to Mask, the second album. Do you guys have The Passion of Lovers?
I was looking right at it.
Yep. Me too.
Oh my God. Dude, I'm excited.
I think what Gavin said was true. Like the ones kind of stick out, don't they? Like,
yeah.
And again, that's not to demean the ones that don't. It's just for the purposes of this show, the ones that stick out are the ones that that are going to draw somebody
to listen to.
Right.
Yeah.
So
they're the ones that we want on this list.
Yep. Oh. This one is a banger.
Totally. It's a single. Great song.
There was no way I was passing this one up.
Yeah.
All right. Fredo?
I think this might be the first one to whiff, but I had to put it on my list. From the Sky's Gone Out, Party of the First Part.
Oh, that's a bold choice, dude.
Do you have it?
No, I don't. But I wish I was courageous enough to have that. That's
what about? Yeah. What about you, Justin?
No, I can't save you, friend.
Okay. Well, the reason I picked that is because, first of all, the instrumentation is awesome.
Yes.
But the fact that it's not a sung song, it's actually a discussion between the devil and this girl who's selling her soul.
Yes.
And I just loved it. I thought, yeah, like you said, it was a bold choice for me for the show. I thought it was a bold choice for them. Almost buying into the, what the stereotype of goth people.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Being dark and being on, vampiric and devil worshippers and all of that kind of stuff. I loved it. I was waiting, and it's like, no, man, this is staying on the list. I'm not taking this off.
Yeah, dude. People miss how funny they were, and they were always playing with their own reputation. And
yeah.
They would do really humorous stuff, and that's also obviously a comment on stardom and fame and
right.
the music industry, selling your soul, which was a theme that ran through some of their songs. And
right.
Such a great song. I'm so glad you picked that. It's so cool.
Awesome.
Well, why don't I stay on that record? All We Ever Wanted Was Everything.
Hell yeah. All We Ever Got Was Cold.
No, I didn't put that one on.
Okay. 2's all right.
Uh,
We're sitting at 6 unanimous. But, well, I mean, there's plenty of gameplay left, but like,
yeah.
as of right now, there is still room for NTP.
There's still a lot of room.
So, all right, Gavin?
So I'm going to go over to the singles. So do you guys have their second single was called Dark Entries?
No.
I got it.
Nice.
Just like that, out of NTP.
Okay.
All right. Fredo.
Okay, I think we need to go. We need to get back on track. I'm gonna go off the second album, Mask.
Yeah.
With the song "Dancing."
Oh, it's a great song. I don't have it.
I do.
Okay.
And we officially have a conversation now, fellas.
Oh.
You know what I like about that song is one of the things people don't realize is that goth is very danceable.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It really, really is. And everybody thinks it's this moody, dark thing, and it is, but it's also very danceable. And if you listen to a lot of these songs, man, listen to those bass lines. They make you move your feet whether you want to or not.
I wonder if they influenced one young Mark Hoppus, bass player for Blink-182. All right.
Don't ever mention them again. You know how I feel about them.
I guess this is growing up, Fredo.
I love that song so much.
Let's go back to the beginning, shall we? How about Stigmata Martyr?
Hell yeah.
No, that was one of the songs.
So great.
Oh my God, I know, but that was one of the songs that I said. Remember, I said I had to.
Yeah, cut from the first album.
Yeah, and.
Are you guys Catholic?
I am not.
I am.
Yeah. Well, maybe subconsciously, Fredo, you just couldn't pick that one.
All right, Gavin, where you want to go?
All right. Well, so Fredo, check this out, man. When I was a kid in the 80s, obviously, you remember pre-internet, you had to figure out records on your own and
Yep.
take a chance and buy something because you like the cover or
Right.
you got some bad information and, you would pick a record or whatever. We used to get this little, I don't know how the hell we got this. We got a little Xeroxed stapled booklet from England that was called Burning Airlines. And you could order posters, T-shirts, and buttons out of it.
Wow.
And from that little photocopied black and white booklet, I would learn about all the bands that I wanted to hear because you would kind of see their aesthetic, their artwork and stuff. And that's how I discovered Bauhaus. How I discovered Joy Division. Like that, wow. They jumped out at me off the page. Like, what could this band possibly sound like with this kind of art and these kind of posters? And I was just so excited to hear them. I'm gonna go with a B-side from the singles. It's the Telegram Sam B-side. It's called Crowds.
No.
It's a little piano sparse thing with just Peter Murphy and a piano, and it's brutal and brilliant.
I cannot save you there, friend.
All right, that's a swing and a miss.
The only other one to go in the bin. Only 2 so far.
Okay.
Pretty great batting average for us today.
Yeah, we're doing all right.
All right, Fredo?
All right. I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go with this song because to me, it sounded like Devo. And that's off The Sky's Gone Out, Third Uncle.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And that's my 7.
There it is.
That's the opening song. Fredo, that's a Brian Eno cover.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, off one of his early records.
Wow.
But they do it really cool.
You know what? And it makes sense to me as to why it sounds like Devo.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he produced Devo's first album.
Yeah, he produced the first album, right?
That's right. It's off Taking Tiger Mountain by Strategy from '74.
I'll have to look them up.
Again, like, there you go. Like, proof that Justin is not anti-cover.
Right.
I mean, I wouldn't have known, but it sounded like them. Like, knowing that it was a cover would not have removed this song.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And they came up on Eno, Bowie, Roxy Music.
Right. Yeah. Again, a lot of the glam rock.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so we're back to me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we can probably do a couple more rounds and then dump out.
Yeah, I don't think we're in danger of having it out yet.
How about The Man with X-Ray Eyes?
Off Mask. I don't have it.
I don't either.
Ooh, my first.
My friend did a black metal cover of that. It's really great.
This is a good time for the whiffer, but I was hoping to go perfect.
Mm-hmm. I think we all got one with her, right?
Yep.
All right. Well, let me add
Well, it's Gavin's turn first.
Oh, God damn! Why do I keep thinking it's my turn?
Trying to skip you, man.
I'm excited.
Yeah. I'm going to go back to the singles. Do you guys have Spirit?
No.
I do.
Yes.
Spirit's got two.
I think the discussion is going to be just almost as much fun as going through the list. My turn, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Okay. Well, you know what? Since Gavin seems to like the singles so much, I'm going to go with one of the singles, The Sanity Assassin.
Ooh. I don't have it. I love that song, though.
I do.
Oh,
I got it.
yes.
Wow. We got a lot of twos.
Yep. Brutality.
Brutality.
But you know what? We still got enough where we can.
We do. We can bring it home.
Yep.
All right. Where do I want to go here? I'm running out. I got 1, 2, 3. I got 5. Okay. So yeah, there's still enough that we could get out of this thing somehow.
I got 7.
Yeah, I got a lot too.
I
got 7 too.
Let me try this one out. How about Hair of the Dog?
Oh, I don't have it.
Another whiffer. All right.
Okay, off the first album, do you guys have The Spy in the Cab?
No.
Oh, nope, me neither.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Fredo?
Let's go off of Burning from the Inside.
Yeah.
A song that's got it sounds like it's got some reggae in it to me. Honeycomb.
I don't have it.
Me neither.
Oh.
Are we officially there? It feels like we might be officially there.
I think we can go one more round.
Yeah. Well, I guess I got to go all the way back up to the top. How about Dive?
Nope.
What? Nope.
All right. Dive. All right, Gavin?
Okay, off the third album, I like Bauhaus because they taught me a lot about art and different stuff. They would like point me in a cool direction. There's this surrealist game that artists would play in the early 1900s called the Exquisite Corpse.
Yes.
It has you can do it as a drawing or as writing or whatever. I don't want to go into all the rules. It's wiki that shit or whatever. But they do it with music. Bauhaus has like 4 songs they did that I know of as an Exquisite Corpse where they would like give a rule like all of us would go to like a different room, let's say, and they would be like, okay, here's the drum beat, and here's one element that you need to use in this, and then everybody would do their own thing, and then you would patch it together into like this Frankenstein of a song. And they're always really great when they did it. You guys have Exquisite Corpse off this guy?
I do not.
And,
Although that is definitely a thing where a story like that, had I known going in, would have given it an edge, because that's fucking cool.
I'll tell you, and you know what? I didn't know the origins of the Exquisite Corpse, but in my notes I have, and I love the shift in tones.
Yeah.
And I use the word tones because I couldn't come up with the right.
That's right.
The proper, you know, like this. It would just like switch, and I think, and it was one of the things that drew me to it.
It's because of what I just said, right? It's all four of them.
That makes sense now.
Parts. Yeah. Did you have it, Fredo?
Yeah, I had it.
Yeah,
oh, awesome, dude. That's great. Cool.
All right, Fredo?
Okay, this is going to be my last one, right? Then we'll dump out.
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
Yeah, unless this one goes all the way through. And let's go with let's go let's go with Who Killed Mr. Moonlight.
Oh, I don't have it. I love that song.
Can't save you, friend.
That's a David J song. The bass player wrote that.
All right. So I only have 3 left here. So I'll start right at the top. St. Vitus Dance.
Yep, I got it.
I don't.
All right. This could get really ugly here. All right. Coming down from Burning from the Inside, the title track, Burning from the Inside.
Yep.
I don't have it. That's a cool song.
All right. So that's another fucking 2. I hate it. I hate this.
I love this, man. I really do.
All right. And last but not least from the singles, Lagartia Nick.
Lagartia Nick. No, I don't have it.
Okay. All right. So that was the only one for me. All right. So I'm out. That's it.
All right, Gavin, what do you got?
Fredo, do you got Hollow Hills?
No.
Do you got Off Mask? Do you have In Fear of Fear?
Off Mask. Yep, I got that one.
Okay. Off of The Sky's Gone Out, do you have Silent Hedges?
Sky's Gone Out. Yep.
Okay. Off of Burning from the Inside, I have that last really pretty, beautiful little song. Do you have Hope?
No, I don't.
And then off the singles, do you have Terror Couple Kill Colonel?
No, that was one of my final cuts.
Yeah, that's a great one. What did you have?
I had off The Sky's Gone Out. I had Swing the Heartache.
Yeah.
Give me a second here and see what else. I think that was it.
Nice.
I was gonna say,
Yep.
I think Gavin like just about cleaned you out.
Yeah, pretty much.
I do want to point out that between the 3 of us, other than the 3 Shadows parts, we covered the entire record.
Yeah.
We got all of
that's
it.
Right.
Yeah.
And the 3 Shadows are so great too.
Yeah. I just had a hard time going, yeah, that should probably go on here somewhere. That feels like something, let's get somebody into the band and then they can find that on their own.
Yeah. Well, I felt bad putting in any part without the
others. Yeah.
All right. So, where are we here?
7 in.
7.
Yep.
So Gavin will have our final say.
Mm-hmm.
Let me circle that here so we know. Right on the
Positive
money.
person.
Yeah. Double Dare, In the Flat Field, The Passion of Lovers, A Kick in the Eye, Third Uncle, She's in Parties, and Bela Lugosi's Dead are our 7 that are already in. Let me shake out these 2s here. Woof. How many is it? 13.
Holy shit!
13 that got
well,
trimmed down to 3.
Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you know the story behind Exquisite Corpses, Exquisite Corpses, and you were the one who held out on it.
Mm-hmm.
You have a problem with that one going through?
No, I think that's a really cool story. So
Awesome.
all right, so let's do that. We'll grab that. That makes 1 easy.
All right. That brings us down to 12.
Yeah.
Right.
So do we want to look at, whether it's a single or not? Do we think that matters? Or do we want to just go, because technically you and I have say on 1, and then Gavin has the final say on number 10.
Right.
I don't care about representation of singles. I think, album representation is more important, I guess.
All right, so let's see how that's shaking out right now. So we got 1 from Burning from the Inside, 2 from In the Flat Field, 2 from Mask, 1 from
We're
one
two,
single.
1. We're good.
Yeah. So we
The
don't
album representation is pretty good too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yep. So
we have two left, right, Justin?
Yeah, so one is like a group decision and 1 is solely yours. Okay. So do we need to run down the 2s, or does...
Well, I'll go ahead, run them down.
All right, so we've got Saint Vitus Dance, Stigmata Martyr, Dancing, In Fear of Fear, Silent Hedges, In the Night, All We Ever Wanted Was Everything, Spirit, Burning from the Inside, Dark Entries, Telegram Sam, The Sanity Assassin. Anything kind of sticking out at you there, Fredo?
I 3 of them jumped out at me.
Okay.
Silent Hedges.
Okay.
The Sanity Assassin and Telegram Sam.
Okay.
Those are the 3 that popped out to me.
All right. What do you think, Gavin?
Silent Hedges and Telegram Sam were both my choices. I don't have the Sanity Assassin. It was their last single. I like it. Telegram Sam's a cover. It's a pretty major, it's a big part of Bauhaus lore that they did that and did it so well. Silent Hedges is a very slow, creepy goth song, which we got a lot of fast stuff.
Ooh, okay.
It'd be good to have do we have any slow gothy stuff? I don't know, Fredo. Fredo, did you have Hollow Hills? You didn't, right? Nobody had Hollow Hills. No. Never mind. No. So
did you just say that we have Hall and Oates?
No.
We're not doing Hall and Oates. Come on.
No, but hopefully they're big Bauhaus fans. So I don't know. I'm gonna have the final say, so I'm probably talking too much. Out of those, I would choose either Silent Hedges because it shows a really important side of them, that really creepy goth side, or Telegram Sam because it's just such a burner, dude.
All right, so looking at the ones that are in Fredo, to Gavin's point, do we have that slow gothy? I feel like
we've got Bela Lugosi's Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And again, like I said, that and Joy Division's Level Tear Us Apart, or depending on who you ask, that's where goth begins. So I think you've got that slow goth, quote unquote gothy part covered. However, I have all 3 of the ones that are being talked about. So
you choose.
Yeah.
I would say honestly, I would say Telegraph Sam, because nobody, if you didn't mention that it was a cover, nobody would know.
Yeah, that's true.
Nobody but diehard T-Rex fans.
Yeah. Plus, I think it's cool to show their roots.
Yeah.
That's a great choice.
And like Gavin said, since it's such an important part of their lore, It probably should be here. So let's do that. That gives us our 9. That takes us to Gavin's number 10. As always, I prefer it to be a song that's alive, but it doesn't have to be.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'll pick one of the two. So I'm looking at All We Ever Wanted Was Everything, just because it's one of my absolute favorite songs ever. We can skip that. We can skip that. Spirit is so great. Let's do All We Ever Wanted Was Everything. It's really, really beautiful. And it covers that slow gothy part that I wanted to represent a little more.
There we go. I'm with it. So our final say is All We Ever Wanted Was Everything. Let me give us a little rundown here. We've got it. Double Dare, In the Flat Field, The Passion of Lovers, Kick in the Eye, Third Uncle, She's in Parties, Bela Lugosi's Dead, Exquisite Corpse, Telegram Sam, and All We Ever Wanted Was Everything. So let's turn up the heat a little bit more here, Gavin. Which one of those ones is the one?
Oh, man. It's Bauhaus isn't really that big. Well, from what Fredo was saying and repping, I mean, okay, Fredo, I need your help with this. But, we could do Bella, right? But, you got to fight for that at the end of the year, dude.
Look, here, Bauhaus, I got to fight for whatever Bauhaus song. I got to fight for Bauhaus. And, and we still got, more than half a year to go. You got to go. I mean, God damn it, it's the birth of freaking goth.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going for.
We can do that.
So
that's right.
So use the argument that it's bigger than the band.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm with it. I'm with it. I was just clarifying.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we shall lock that in. Bela Lugosi's Dead is our number 1. And, of course, my phone has... There we go. Disconnected. Bela Lugosi's Dead is our number 1. Double Dare, In the Flat Field, The Passion of Lovers, Kick in the Eye, Third Uncle, She's in Parties, Exquisite Corpse, Telegram Sam, and All We Ever Wanted Was Everything rounds out our 10. Let's let Bela Lugosi's Dead get its moment in the sun.
Yeah.
How about that?
If you had to pick one song to represent God, it's this.
Yeah.
That's the birth of emo right there. If it wasn't for that, you wouldn't have emo.
And just like that, you just explained why Blink-182 is a big fan of Bauhaus.
Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
I said we're not going to say them anymore.
All right, we have done it. We have turned you on to Bauhaus, just like Mark Hoppus.
Shut up, God!
You're very welcome. So get into them and check that out and get into the show. Why not? Why don't you? As you can tell, it's a fun time for all involved. I'm so excited to see so many new names signing up to come play with us. I love it. If you want to do that, you can go to legionstupid.com, and if you hit the top podcasts, then you hit Deprogrammed. Not even quite halfway down the page, there is a sign-up form. Tell me what band you want to talk about, and if it's one we haven't done yet, kaboom, we'll sign you up, and once there's a panel, we'll get it done.
Have you done Susie yet?
We have not. There is a panel waiting, but we'll talk about that on the other side. But we have not done Susie and the Banshees yet. Okay. You've completely knocked me off my game here. But to that point, if you want to see all 50 episodes that Fredo's done, that's where you do it. legionofstupid.com. You click on his name, it'll take you to all 50 episodes. You can listen to all of them. And that doesn't
listen how great I am.
It doesn't even count all like the best of episodes. That's just bands that you've done. If you want to hear Gavin episodes, same thing. Click his name and it'll take you to the episodes that he's done. You want to hear Justin episodes? Well, if you don't, too bad. I'm on all of them. So there. If you don't like me, I'm sorry. Nothing can be done about this. But you know what? Something can be done about if you do like me. Patreon.com/ohhijustin. $1 a month gets you in the door. It gets you early access to Deprogrammed. It gets you immediate access to the conversation we're about to have after the fact. And it gets you, a monthly, hey, thank you, an audible thank you. It also gets, a couple other audio things here and there. So get in on the ground floor, why don't you? It also gets you access to places in Discord, which is where we do this show. So that's fun times. Come join the Discord if you like. And also we're a podcast, so you can subscribe, rate, comment. All that would be great. You can now hit the 5-star button on Spotify. That would be cool. And 5 stars on Apple Podcasts would be also equally awesome. But the absolute best way you can help this program is by telling somebody that you listen to Deprogrammed. Word of mouth, friends. Hey, I listen to Deprogrammed, and you can too. I would appreciate that more than I'll ever be able to put into words. But with that, I'm going to keep tripping over my tongue and also say Bauhaus. Learn them and love them, people. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.